In Genoa City, where the past never stays hidden and every secret can destroy someone's life, Saturday's episode starts with a heavy silence that feels like a warning. On January 3, 2026, the storm isn't just coming back, it's demanding its share. The camera moves smoothly along the well-known streets covered in winter's chill, but inside each house, each workplace, each beating heart, feelings grow stronger than ever, and the sound of fate seems to come through every hallway. Everything will change forever. At Newman Ranch, Victor Newman is by himself, looking out at the land he used to think he had complete control over. But even the strongest people have to deal with the consequences of decisions they avoided for a long time. As the fire crackles behind him, a phone call comes in quick, harsh, and shocking. The news makes Victor see that the game has changed, and someone else has already taken the first step. His jaw tightens and his eyes get darker because this time the danger isn't just to his empire, but also to his family, and the results are already starting to happen. Nikki Newman is across town, trying to keep her balance as old memories come flooding back like strong waves, reminding her of past betrayals and the struggles she's faced, and she knows that being strong has always cost something. She feels something is wrong even before anyone says a word, because her instincts have always been right. When she finally talks to Victor, the truth he tells her hits her hard. Not only has an old enemy come back, but the situation could hurt someone Nikki cares about more than her own life. Her voice shakes as she asks for answers, and for once, Victor has nothing to say that can ease the pain, because some storms can't be stopped, only weathered. Meanwhile, at the Abbott mansion, Jack Abbott wakes up feeling a heavy weight in his chest, realizing that peace has turned into something he can no longer enjoy. Diane's old problems keep coming back, and rumors about a secret she promised would stay hidden are spreading quickly and worryingly. Cal feels the tension building, knowing the delicate process of rebuilding trust is on the verge of breaking down. When Jack gets a surprise visit that makes his blood run cold, it's obvious that loyalty will be put to the test in ways nobody expected. Words are said, blame is thrown around, and past hurts come back to the surface as Jack has to decide whether to keep his family safe or reveal a truth that might ruin them all. Phyllis Summers walks into Crimson Lights with determination in her eyes and a plan already set in her mind, because she has always used chaos as her most powerful tool. She has some information that other people don't, and she plans to use it, especially since the situation is more serious than before. Her path crosses with Billy Abbott's and the tension between them is intense. Two hurt people moving around each other, tied together by the past, sadness, and a strong connection they can't avoid. Billy feels like Phyllis is keeping a big secret that could be really harmful. When he asks her about it, she just smiles because some secrets are so important that someone would be willing to destroy the whole world to keep them. But as they talk, someone who isn't seen is paying close attention, waiting to turn their words into weapons. Devin Hamilton is having a hard time keeping Chancellor Winters running smoothly as pressure comes from all sides. Legal problems are coming, trust is breaking down, and Lily Winters starts to think someone close to her might be betraying her. Trust, which was once strong and unshakable, now feels like a weak and false idea. As Devin finds a clue showing someone tried to destroy things on purpose, the sense of being betrayed hurts more than any financial loss ever could. Lily wants honesty, but the silence after that says more than any admission, and the effects of that silence will spread much further than just the meeting room. In another part of Genoa City, Sharon Newman feels a change in her emotions that she can't fully understand, like something deeper is guiding her toward an important decision. She gets surprising news that brings back a past situation she thought was completely over and done with. The past keeps calling her name, and even though she tries her best to ignore it, Sharon knows she can't keep running from what she's been avoiding. Her heart feels heavy because she still has things to settle, and when she tries to connect with someone she didn't think she'd need help from again, the meeting isn't easy at all. Tears fall, truths come out, and the thin line between getting better and feeling broken starts to fade. Nick Newman is not far away, struggling with his choices, caught between what he should do and what he wants, pulled between his family's expectations and his own feelings. He feels something dangerous is coming, but he can't see exactly what it is yet. When he has to make a choice that affects many people's lives, the stress becomes too much to handle. Nick's fight isn't just about what's happening outside. It's the battle inside. The ongoing doubt about whether doing the right thing will mean losing everything he has. As he stands up for himself, someone else is ready to fight back. making sure his decision won't be left without a response. In the shadows, Adam Newman watches closely, thinking carefully, staying calm, always ready to act, or so he thinks. Adam notices a chance to gain an advantage in the confusion, and while others are just trying to stay safe, he is thinking about how to become even more powerful. But even Adam can't see the big emotional storm coming his way, because a surprising argument makes him face a tough truth about himself, one he's ignored for a long time. Words hurt a lot, people get angry, and after everything calms down, Adam starts wondering if having power is really worth being so alone. As the episode gets more intense, Mariah and Tessa are faced with a moment that might change their future forever. A hidden secret held for a long time is about to come out, and the worry of losing everything they've worked hard to build feels very strong in the air. Their love is put to the test not because they don't care, but because they have to face the truth. As they prepare for the consequences, the audience can feel the growing pressure, realizing that being honest can bring both hope and ruin. When the truth finally hits, it hits hard in a way neither of them expected. Back at the Newman Ranch, the storm becomes the strongest it's been. Victor faces the real danger directly, but this time just threatening isn't working. The enemy is fully aware of Victor's weak points, knows exactly where to hit to cause the most pain, and isn't scared to use that knowledge against him. The fight is intense, with harsh words and old grudges coming out in every argument. Nikki gets there just as the crash happens, and what she sees makes her realize the fight isn't ending anytime soon, and it could have serious consequences. As night comes over Genoa City, the episode brings all the storylines together in a moving sequence. Jack looking into the dark, troubled by what he has to do next. Phyllis smiling as her plan is coming true. Billy wondering if he can still be saved. Devin and Lily standing far apart, their relationship growing more distant. Sharon crying as she steps into a new, uncertain future. Nick getting ready for the trouble ahead. Adam alone, fighting with his own problems. Mariah and Tessa clinging to each other as everything around them seems to fall apart. And Victor Newman as strong as ever, determined to keep his power no matter what. As the last moments pass, a surprising twist appears. One final discovery that completely changes everything. A long-hidden truth comes back to light, linking enemies, lovers, and rivals in unexpected ways that no one could have predicted. The screen goes dark as the voice gives one last warning. In Genoa City, survival requires sacrifice, and the cost is about to be paid. Because this Saturday on the Young and the Restless, January 3, 2026, the drama doesn't slow down, the secrets don't stay silent, and the fight for love, power, and redemption is only just starting. The next chapter starts not with answers, but with what's left behind. The kind that stays in the air even after the arguments are over, even after the doors close, even after the truth is out but hasn't been fully taken in. Genoa City stirs under a dark and cloudy morning sky, the heavens looking tired and burdened, as though even the clouds can't escape the heavy aftermath of the night before. Every street, every building, every heartbeat feels stuck between what was and what can never happen again. Somewhere deep in the city's heart, fate quietly turns another page. At Newman Ranch, Victor Newman stands exactly where he was hours before, still not moving, still not giving in, but no longer completely unaffected. The fight plays over and over in his head, the way his opponent stared, the feeling that this battle is about more than just war now. Nikki looks at him from the other side of the room, noticing the same way he stands when getting ready for a fight, but she also feels something really scary and different underneath. This time Victor isn't just angry, he's afraid. Not for himself, but to help fix the problems coming up in his family. When Nikki finally speaks, her voice is calm but strong, reminding him that using force won't help them deal with what's coming. Victor doesn't answer right away because inside, he knows she's correct, and that knowledge feels even scarier than any danger she's warned him about. Elsewhere, Nick Newman drives around the city without a clear direction, the light from streetlights reflecting off his face as old memories mix with his current responsibilities. He goes over each word he said and each decision he made, thinking about whether there was a single moment where things could have turned out differently. His phone buzzes and the name on the screen stops him in his tracks. The talk that comes next is real, not cleaned up, and really hard to hear. It makes Nick face a truth he's been ignoring. Trying to keep everyone safe might end up costing him someone he can't live without. When the call is over, Nick holds the steering wheel more tightly, understanding that the decision he makes next might change his whole future. Jack Abbott is by himself in his study at the Abbott mansion, the room feeling small and tight around him as he looks at papers he never thought he'd see again. Diane's secret, once a far-off danger, now stands out as a big and clear threat. Kyle faces his dad and asks for the truth, wants honesty, and insists on knowing the real facts, even if they are hard to hear. Jack tries to protect his son, but the harm has already started, and when Diane walks into the room, the situation gets really tense. Her voice trembles as she tries to explain herself, not because she's making excuses, but because she's scared of losing everything she worked so hard to get back. Jack listens, caught between the person he's always been and the person he needs to become to keep his family safe, and he knows that no matter what he chooses, someone is going to get hurt. Down the street, Phyllis Summers does well in the mess she had a hand in starting. She walks through Genoa City as if a storm is coming, with each step meant to be noticed and each word said with purpose. But underneath the confidence, there's a little doubt, because even Phyllis knows that some fires can't be stopped. When she runs into Billy Abbott once more, the atmosphere is thick with untold feelings. Billy confronts her, breaking through her guard, and accuses her of playing a game that might ruin lives like her own. For a moment, Phyllis hesitates, and during that brief pause, the audience gets a glimpse of the real woman behind the armor, someone troubled by past errors and scared of losing power again. She gets better fast, but Billy has seen enough to know the truth. This time, Phyllis might not be able to escape the results. At Chancellor Winters, Devin Hamilton digs deeper, following a trail of evidence that leads somewhere he never expected. The betrayal isn't just internal, it's personal. When he faces Lily Winters, the pain in his eyes speaks volumes that words can't express. Lily feels surprised and stuck, torn between staying loyal and using her sense of reason. When she has to admit she ignored red flags because she trusted someone, the guilt feels really heavy on her. Their strong partnership, which used to be unstoppable, is now in big trouble, and the choice they have to make could change everything about the company and their relationship forever. Meanwhile, Sharon Newman sits quietly in her living room, holding a photo from a time she's tried hard to forget. The sudden link-up has brought up feelings she believed she had moved past, causing old wounds to resurface and hurt again. When she finally talks to the person who caused this emotional change, the conversation is gentle, hurtful, and real. Sharon admits she's scared. Scared that some parts of her past never really end. Scared that moving forward could mean digging up old hurts again. The conversation ends without any answers, but both people understand. Whatever happens next will affect them both. In the shadows, Adam Newman takes his chance. He spots chances where others see problems, but this time his drive meets his weak spots. A fight pushes Adam to face the feelings he's been ignoring, and this time, he can't use plans to avoid what's really happening. The words he said went straight to the heart, breaking down his guard and leaving him vulnerable. When he's by himself, Adam doesn't get angry. He thinks about things. That calm moment of thinking to yourself might be the most risky change of all. For Mariah and Tessa, finding out the truth hits them hard and all at once. The secret that was revealed had effects that weren't completely expected, forcing them to make choices they never wanted to face. Tears come down, voices shake, and the fear of losing each other feels terrifyingly real. Even when things are unclear, they draw courage from being honest, holding on to the idea that if love is genuine, it can last through even the toughest realities. Their choice, made quietly and with tension, puts them on a journey that will challenge their relationship more than ever before. As the chapter comes to a close, everything points back to Victor Newman. Another message comes in. This one feels even more threatening than the previous one. The enemy isn't retreating, they're escalating. Victor brings his family together, explaining the tough situation they're in, not because he's being cruel, but because he's a dad who wants to keep his family safe. The room feels heavy with tension, determination, and silent fear, because everyone can feel the same thing. The war is only just starting. The last moments stay with Genoa City at night, with lights shining against the dark and hidden secrets moving underneath. Jack places a call that he said he would never do. Phyllis starts a plan that might change everything. Nick is getting ready to deal with the consequences of the decision he made. Sharon steps forward into uncertainty. Devin and Lily stand at a crossroads. Adam watches the city with new eyes. Mariah and Tessa hold hands, ready for what's to come. Victor Newman, not backing down, makes a terrifying promise. No matter who tries to stop me, I won't be defeated. The screen goes dark, the music builds, and the voice comes back, calm but scary. In Genoa City, every end is just the start, and the next part will be even bigger. When you're ready, I can move on to the next chapter or adjust the story to build up to a big, exciting finish.